Hello everyone, welcome back to, I believe, video number 12 now of the RC aircraft design using Solidworks series. So the last video we did this little intersection curvature area between the outer and the inner wing panels. And after that, I said what we were going to start working on is the wingtip. So I went in and I put in my wingtip coordinates for the top view as a curve, and then I just did the simple curve through XYZ points, then moved it over here to our outer wing panel reference plane. And then on top of that, what I did is I added a few additional center lines here for additional planes that will be added. And you see these are all nicely related with dimensions and everything. So the next task to do would be to add planes for all of these. So I'm going to select that line and I'm going to select a top plane here, and that will give us a plane that is perpendicular to the top and coincident with the line we drew. I'll just go along. I'm going to do that for all of these. So we can delete. Just do it this way. Select that plane, and then we can do this one. Parallel. Because all these planes are basically parallel with each other. There we go. Wingtip cross section 1. 2. 3 and 4. Okay. Now that we have all those done, we'll hide them all because we don't need to stare at them. And like I said in the previous video, I absolutely hate doing wingtips. They are a pretty big pain in the butt. So first thing we want to do is we want to draw some reference curves or guidelines along this wingtip surface or face. So we're going to select the face. We're going to do sketch. Then we're going to come up here to convert entities, and we're going to convert that top line. And there's our top one. Then we're going to do the exact same thing separately for the bottom one. That's not what I wanted. I want just the bottom line, then convert it. That'd be our wingtip airfoil top. Bottom. And there we go. Next thing we're going to do is cross section 4 plane. We're going to sketch on that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do an intersection curve. We're going to select the top face and the bottom face of the wing. There we have those lines. Then we're going to convert these to construction geometry. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it like this. I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to bring that one out. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these with a line. And then I'm going to put a point, not necessarily in the middle of that line. I'm just going to put it somewhere in the line. Then I'm going to reselect that point and then our outline curve, and I'm going to say pierce it. You see what happens is it moves the whole thing over. Kind of weird. So next thing we want to do is we want to put a center line here at that point. And then we're going to put it here, and then we're just going to take it and we're going to re-pierce that center line that was already drawn for the plane. Then we're going to select this line and the line we just drew, and we want those perpendicular. Move things back around here so we can get a better look at it. Back in here, and there we go. Now we have basically what the wingtip would look like at this point. But we know the wingtip's not really square here at the end. It's pretty much just a perfectly round circle. So we're going to come up here to this little corner with a curved corner. That's your fillet tool. Select that. It's going to bring up this thing, just basically saying that it's going to get rid of the midpoint or equal length relation. Do that for both of them, and then we're just going to adjust our fillet parameter until we get a curve that pretty much meets what we want. It's just a little bit flat on the side, mostly all around. I like the look of that, so we'll do that. And then the radius, we'll get rid of this one, and then there we go. We don't have it all yellow saying, hey, there's a problem here. Next thing we want to do is we want to, let's see if I can remember how to do this. I want to put a point on this line and a point on that line. The next out of that, and this point, you want to hold your control, highlight your lower airfoil curve, hit pierce. I won't do it. Let's try coincide it. Get rid of that pierce point. There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing for the top. We're going to select that point we put in, the top airfoil curve, coincide it. Now what we can do, trim entities, we can come through and trim. Well, that's not going to work how I wanted it to. Okay, so what we'll have to do is we'll have to figure out a way of splitting this point, this line. So I just want to get rid of the point, not the line. So tools, sketch tools, and we want to split it. So here we go for split entities. Now we can put a point there, yes. Point there, yes. Now we use these points to coincide with our airfoil lines. There we go. And then this one here can now go to a construction geometry on the outside because we don't need to worry about making a line out of it. And then we're just going to put a vertical line right there between them. So there's sketch cross section 4. And we're just going to go through and do this for pretty much all of them. Excuse me. Sketch here, same thing. Intersection curve, top surface, bottom surface. There we go. Exit out of that tool, bring those all the way out. This instance, let's try this. Highlight that one, convert entity, boom, there we go. Then we can just do construction geometry. Draw a line here, that to that. Let's see if midpoint works, which it does. Perpendicular. Then it throws off your midpoint, so we'll put another point there, and we'll just select those two. And we'll do coincident, and there we go. Same thing here with our fillets. Try 1 inch on this one. Ooh, it's going to be really big. 4 inches is too much. 3 inches, still too much. 2.5. There we go. 2.5 is pretty close. Try 2 3/4. I like that one. 2 3/4. There we go. Back to our tools. Sketch tools or splitter entities once again. Just say yes. Just saying that's going to change some stuff. And then make that point and our airfoils also coincident. Draw a vertical line between those two. The outside can be construction geometry. And you notice this one, it's coincident, but it's not matching where we want it to be. So let's see if a pierce one will work. Oop, that one doesn't work either. I'm going to just drag it there. See, now it's coincident. For whatever reason, it just did not want to make it its own. And then let's see if this will go perpendicular. Yeah, but I kind of threw it off. It's no longer coincident there. So let's see here. See what it looks like from the front view. Yep, there we go. That's pretty much where we want it. Now we can exit out of cross section 3. We'll go on to cross section number 2. And this is the easy part about wingtips. Once you start getting into the making it actually look like the wingtip in a solid model, that's when it starts getting frustrating. All right, again, we'll just stretch these out, use the intersection tool to get them where we wanted them. Use a convert entity to convert that one. Then we'll throw a point here on that line, and that point will become coincident. Again, those become perpendicular. That will become a center line. Back to tool, sketch tool, split our entities once again. Say yes, we know. Make those split points coincident again with the upper and the lower airfoil curves. Make the outside, or in this case the inner of those lines, construction geometry or center lines, and then we'll fillet this one once again. That one we'll try 3. There we go. That's number 2. Save all that. And then number 1. Intersection curve again. This intersection tool we will use a lot once we start doing the actual internal structure of the model. Drag those out. Point. Fill those. I'm guessing probably about 1.5 inches. We'll see. That's pretty dang close. 2 works for me. Back to tools, sketch tools, and we're going to split it again. Yes. Yes. You can turn that off if you want to, but I kind of like keeping it on there just in case you really screw up. It doesn't try and mess with you later. Then we'll make these inner lines our construction geometry. All right, there we go. And we'll save it all. There we go. Now we have all 4 of our wingtip cross sections. Now, what we can do is you can do this a couple of different ways. You can do, you can try and loft all of that together, or you can loft it and do bosses. Some people know how to make it all a boss. Typically, like I said, I hate doing wingtips because they're always a pain in the butt. I typically loft all of your sections here together, and then the leading edge of it and then the trailing edge of it I end up making as a boundary boss. So we'll try it that way. We'll loft it here. We'll select all of our cross sections. Then our guide curves will be the top, the bottom, and then the tip outline. You can see based off our preview, that looks pretty dang good. So we'll do like that with it. And now we have a cute little partial wingtip. And that's the easy part. The hard part becomes this leading edge area. It's just a pain. And you'll probably see me go back and forth a lot trying to figure it out. All right, let's see. So we're going to hide this one here because we're going to make new ones. But we do want this top outline to be shown. So we're just going to go and re-show that here under our center loft. Next thing you want to do is come back, sketch here, convert the entities of this face, and we're done with that one. And then you want to sketch here, convert the entities of that face, we're done, exit that one. And then along our outer top wing reference plane, which is not to that one, this one, we want to sketch here, and then we want to convert the entities of this line. And also what we want to do is we want to split this entity here using our split entities. Put the point, yes, and then this one point will then become coincident with this line here. We're going to use a pierce function for that. Then we can use our trim entities to trim away that one. And then this over here, we want to become coincident with lines here. Oh, it's already there, so we'll see how it works. And then we can exit that sketch. And this one, we can hide that once again because we don't need it at this point. And now we're going to come with the features and we're going to do a boundary ball space, and you're going to watch me pull my hair out. Well, hear me pull my hair out. For direction 1, just select this one and this one. And then direction 2, we want to kind of do this. So you see it's not going to work. So we'll clear it there. Clear here, direction 1. Try that. Direction 2. Try that one. And this one. Nope, that's not going to work. And here's why wingtips suck. I'm sure someone knows a better way of doing this than I do. But I don't like doing wingtips because of this. Let's try like this. Let's try a lofted between this profile and this profile. And this is a guide curve. You can see that doesn't work either. So yeah, this is why I hate doing wingtips. If you haven't figured it out, they kind of suck. So I think we're pretty close to, about halfway through this video. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. I'm going to fight with this thing for a while to figure out exactly how I can make it work how I want it to. And once I figure it out, I will come back and I will show you guys the procedure. So for video 12, y'all have a good one. We'll talk with you next time.